Gauranga Nam Bhajan, or song dedicated to the holy name, is Bol Hari Bol. Please find the page. Bol Hari Bol. 174 in English. Okay, so we're mentioning this bhajan a few days before. With blissful minds, O brothers, chant the name of Hari, means Krishna. Birth after birth in great happiness, just chant the name of Hari. Having obtained this rare human birth, O brothers, chant the name of Hari. Whether you're in happiness or distress, just chant the name of Hari. Whether you're in prosperity or misfortune, O brothers, chant the name of Hari. Whether you live at home as a householder or in the forest as a renunciate, chant the name of Hari. Live a Krishna-centered life and just chant the name of Hari. Shunning the association of the wicked, O brothers, chant the name of Hari. Falling at the lotus feet of the Vaishnavas, just chant the name of Hari. Chant the names of Gaur Nityananda, Gaur Gadadhar, Gaur Advaita, just chant. Bol Hari, Bol Hari, Hari Hari Bol, Govinda Madhava Mukunda Bol. Bol Hari, Bol Hari, Hari Hari Bol, Govinda Madhava Mukunda Bol. Bol Hari, Bol Hari, Hari Hari Bol, Govinda Madhava Mukunda Bol. Jai Bol Hari, Bol Hari, Hari Hari Bol, Govinda Madhava Mukunda Bol. Mane Raya Nande Bhai Bol Hari Bol, Mane Raya Nande Bhai Bol Hari Bol. Janame Janame Sukhe Bola Hari Bol, Janame Janame Sukhe Bol Hari Bol, Bol Hari, Bol Hari, Hari Hari Bol, Govinda Madhava Mukunda Bol, Bol Hari, Bol Hari, Hari Hari Bol, Govinda Madhava Mukunda Bol. Manav Janama Pe Bhai Bola Hari Bol, Manav Janama Pe Bhai Bola Hari Bol, Sukhe Thako Dukhe Thako Bola Hari Bol, থাকো দুঃখে থাকো বল হরি বল হরি বল হরি 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 বল গোবিন্দ মাধব মুকুন্দ বল জয় বল হরি 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 বল গোবিন্দ মাধব মুকুন্দ বল সম্পদে বিপদে বাই বল হরি বল সম্পদে বিপদে বাই বল হরি বল গৃহে থাকো বাহনে থাকো বল হরি বল গৃহে থাকো বাহনে থাকো বল হরি বল কৃষ্ণের সংসারে থাকি বল হরি বল কৃষ্ণের সংসারে থাকি বল হরি বল হরি বল হরি 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 বল গোবিন্দ মাধব মুকুন্দ বল জয় জয় বল হরি 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 বল গোবিন্দ মাধব সৎসঙ্গ চাড়ে বাই বল হরি বল সৎসঙ্গ চাড়ে বাই বল হরি বল বৈষ্ণব চরণে পড়ে বল হরি বল বৈষ্ণব চরণে পড়ে বল হরি বল হরি 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 বল গোবিন্দ মাধব গোকুন্দ বল হরি 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 বল গোবিন্দ মাধব গৌর নিত্যানন্দ বল হরি বল গৌর গদাধর বল হরি বল গৌর শ্রী অদ্বৈত বল হরি বল শ্রী অদ্বৈত বল হরি বল হরি বল নিতাই গৌরা হরি বল নিতাই গৌরা হরি বল নিতাই গৌর হরি বল হরি বল নিতাই গৌরা হরি গৌর প্রেমানন্দে হরি হরি মহামন্ত্র
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
श्री रूपनुग गुजय गुरु वर्ग की जय। श्री परमराज तुम गुरुपाद पद्म की जय। श्री हरिनाम चिंतामणि की जय। श्री सच्चिदानंद ठाकुर भक्ति विनोद की जय। निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। गुरवे गौरचन्द्राय राधिकाय तदालय कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः। वंशकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पवनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। Ananda Leelamaya Vigrahaya Mabadivicha Visundaraya Tasmai Mahaprema Rasa Pradaya Chaitanya Chandraya Namo Namaste Nityananda Mastubhyam Premananda Pradayane Kalokalmashanashaya Jannavapataye Namaha Ajanulambita Bujokanakavadata Sankirtanaika Pitaro Kamalaya Taksho Vishwambaro Dvijavaro Jagadharma Palavande Jagat Priya Karo Karunavatar Tunde Tandaviniratim Vitunate Tandavarelabdaye Karna Kroda Kadambini Gatete Karnarvade Bespriham Cheta Prangana Sangini Vijayate Sarvendriyanam Kritim Nojane Janathikiyad Biramritai Krishneti Varnadvai Jayate Jayate Namananda Rupam Murare Viramita Nija Dharma Dhyana Puja Diyatnam Katamapi Sukridatam Muktidam Pranyanam Yat Paramamritamekam Jivanam Bhushanam Madhura Madhura Metan Mangalan Mangalanam Sakala Nigamavalik Satpalam Chitsvarupam Sakrita Peparigitam Shraddaya Hilayava Briguvarana Ramatram Tarayat Krishna Namam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta all together. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. First of all, my limited Dandavat pranams to the lotus feet of Srila Guru Dev, late than never. Well done. First of all, my limited Dandavat pranams to the lotus feet of Srila Guru Dev, Nityalila Pravishta, Om Vishnupada Stotra Sata Shishimad Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj, Shiksha Gurudeva Sam Vishnupada Stotra Sata Shishimad Bhakti Vedanta Madhusudana Goswami Maharaj, Shrimati Krishna Priyata Kurani. Also, the author of Sri Harinama-cintamani, the book we're listening from these days, Sri Sachidananda Thakur Bhaktivinoda, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, all Rupa Nuga Gaudiya Guru Varga, the line of disciplic succession from Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sri Rupa Goswami, all dear devotees and friends in Crawley up, not down, and dear devotees and friends in online who are watching us, and those who are watching us in the recording. So today, this is our last part of our seminar on Harinama-cintamani, the wish-fulfilling gem of the holy name. The holy name of Hare Krishna, Mahamantra. Michael, you know it. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. This Chintamani means wish-fulfilling gem. Whatever desire you have will be fulfilled. But it's proper for a human being to have spiritual desire, because material desires, all animals, all plants, all birds and beasts and reptiles, all of them have. And we had since time immemorial. Even when we were demigods, also we've already traversed through 8,400,000 species of life. Finally, human life has come to us. Great fortune. Labdva sudurlabhamidam bahusambhavante manushyam artadam anityam apihadira. Turnam yatetuna patetuna mritya yavat nikshariya shaya vishaya bhavasarvatasyam. Srimad Bhagavatam says, Michael, you heard about Srimad Bhagavatam? It's the highest scripture of the Vedas, of these ancient books, which is literary incarnation of Krishna. It's nothing but Krishna. So Vedic scriptures are of two kinds: those spoken by Krishna, that is Bhagavad Gita, and those describing Krishna in full, name, form, qualities, and pastimes, that is Srimad Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam is the best. And also Krishna speaks in Bhagavatam a lot of things as well. So according to Bhagavatam, labdva sudurlabham idam bhava sambhavante manushyam artadam anityam apihadira. After having obtained, after a long chain of birth and death in the evolution, human form, which is very rare, sudurlabha, and anitya, quite perishable. I mean, very short. Human life is very short. If somebody lives 100 years, he's already mentioned in the Guinness Book of Records, I think, or 150, what to speak. So then the instruction of the great sages, Nava-yogendras, nine great sages in this verse, Turnam means immediately. Immediately. One has to take to the process of bhakti yoga. Yoga means union, and bhakti means devotional service. By the process of devotional service to the Supreme Lord, one can achieve the goal of life. What is goal of life? What do you think, Michael? Okay, that is called prema. Okay, cannot hear. Not much. Okay, I'll speak into mic, and I'll give Mike, bring my speaker, little speaker, in the striped one, in a small black bag. Okay, so we'll give Mike a personal speaker, so that you can hear nicely, because it's very, very important, you know. Because death will come tomorrow. Can you hear me now? Yes. So before death comes, it's very, very essential to know these things. This is transcendental knowledge. They will not teach you in college. Yeah. So in college they will teach you only how to eat, sleep, copulate, and what's it? Protect oneself. That's it. For eating, sleeping, mating, and defending. This knowledge will teach you in college. But this transcendental knowledge, Divya Jnana, is very, very specific, very, very important for us to know. So after having obtained this human form of life, which is compared to a magic boat, which can help us cross over this ocean of birth and death, especially when the captain is a very qualified guru, spiritual master, then, okay, thanks. Turn the thing on and give it to Mike. Mm-hmm. Haribo, Hari Krishna. Okay, Mike, this is your personal. So you can hold it in your hand, otherwise hang on your. No, just you can hold in your hand. All right, like this. So, okay now? Very good, very good. So, human form of life is very rare, extremely rare. When you obtain this human form of life, it has very, very great facility. What is that? Dharma vritti. Dharma vritti means to follow religion. A dog cannot. What is the dharma or constitutional function of the dog? Huff, huff, and guard the house. And cat cannot. Cat can say only meow and catch mice. That's it. So even demigod is too busy enjoying there in the paradise. So he is a theist, but very, very difficult for demigods even to achieve human form of life. They want to achieve human form of life because when you have human form of life, then very easily and quickly you can go from this material world to spiritual world, and you can see the path. This white line, it's actually the thread made of the holy names of Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. So in this dark age of Kali, quarrel, hypocrisy, goddess Kali, that's her age. So much quarrel, so much hypocrisy, so much imperfection at every step. One cannot, put antenna out, antenna. In this age of quarrel and hypocrisy, there's practically no other way, repeated thrice, chanting of the holy name, chanting of the holy name, chanting of the holy name. So that's why Turnametitanapatitma Mriti Yavat, because death will come tomorrow. When, we don't know. Maybe tomorrow, maybe after a year, maybe after 10 years, but it will come. So somebody's young, so good perspective, but who knows? You know, so many catastrophes, and everything's just against man in this world, machinery, and this and that, cancer genes, and all those things. So not clear. So while you're in bright consciousness, the direction of all the scriptures, holy scriptures, Vedas, the direction of all the great sages, please chant the holy name, chant the holy name, chant the holy name. Hare Krishna, chant with us. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. So we've been listening the transcendental conversation between the Lord of Prema, the Lord of Divine Love, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Have you heard of Sri Chaitanya? Okay. Anyway, this is Krishna himself, but he has come as a devotee 538, I think, years ago. So his dear associate and friend, Sri Haridas Thakur, was chanting 300,000 holy names during day and night. So Sri Chaitanya called him Acharya, or holy teacher of the holy name. So Haridas, although he was of Muslim origin, he became the great devotee of Krishna. He was actually always great devotee of Krishna. No surprise, because he's an incarnation of whom, you remember? Lord Brahma and Prahlad Maharaj combined. Yeah, so he's a very great personality. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu exemplified him. He gave him the title Nama Acharya, means the holy teacher of the holy name, the holy master of the holy name. So he's teaching all the world the importance of chanting of the holy name. Because without chanting of the holy name, we're no better than two-legged animals. So that's why maybe my waves give interference, but I actually turn them off. I actually turn them off. I have to turn them off completely. One moment. Okay, I just turned it off. It's interfering. Okay, so Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was visiting Haridas Thakur daily in his place of bhajan, where he was sitting and chanting the holy name in Jagannatha Puri. So he was coming to him. During these mornings, when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was visiting him, he was hearing from Sri Haridas. So, oh Haridas, please tell me about the glories of the holy name. So there are three levels of chanting. Nama Aparad, or offense of the holy name. Nama Abbas, or the shadow of the holy name, semblance of the holy name. And Shuddhanam, or pure holy name. So pure holy name is Krishna himself. Pure holy name contains Nama, Rupa, Guna and Lila of Krishna. Means name, form, qualities and pastimes of Krishna. This is not just a name of any man like Jack or someone. This is the name of Krishna, means the name, form, qualities of pastimes of Krishna are the same. Our names, forms, qualities and pastimes are different. So we have to really take endeavor to chant the holy name of Krishna. Then we will be able to achieve perfection of being with Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, always. So how to achieve? Today we'll hear Bhajan Pranali, the last chapter. So we've been listening to description of different levels of chanting, and certainly very important to understand the 10 offenses of the holy name. While we're committing those 10 offenses, the chanting is not pure, it's offensive. And also the semblance of the holy name of two types, with faith and without. Without faith is innocent. By uttering the name of Krishna, meaning something else, jokingly, as a musical or theatrical performance, or neglectfully, What is that Krishna? Like this. Still one achieves great result. One stops millions and millions of karmic reactions. Yes, one becomes free from many karmic reactions. But when one chants the holy name with faith, but still with some defects in the forms of anarthas, means inauspicious qualities, the 16 we're mentioning, still one has a great result. And finally, that chanting will lead one to pure chanting. But before that, when anarthas or undesired qualities disappear, then all fourfold cycle of karma stops. Means the seed of sin, sinful act, prarabdha, aprarabdha, fruitified reaction, non-fruitified reaction, and the sinful tendency, kuta. All those four disappear, deleted. Just like by pressing one key on the computer, the whole text is deleted. So in that same way, one namabas, one semblance of the holy name, one Krishna, deletes all of your karma altogether at the mature stage. Brahma sakshat kritinishtayati vinashamayati vinana bhoga paiti namas puranena tattat prarabdha karmeti vinoti veda. Especially prarabdha karma, the fruitified karmic reactions which are already felt in this body. Oh, jnanis, yogis, karmis, they spend lifetimes upon lifetimes in order to get rid of that prarabdha karma. But one semblance of holy name makes it all blunt, like completely extinct in one moment. So Haridas Thakur was speaking about that in one assembly. And he became victorious. Everybody could see how powerful the holy name is. So, the 10 offenses then, we were discussing. This is the level of purification preceding the namabas, Shraddha namabas, or the chanting of the holy name with faith. When one becomes an initiated devotee, a disciple, one has obligation to carefully avoid these 10 offenses. When one becomes initiated, then these 10 offenses really count. So one has to be very carefully avoiding them. And Purushottam Prabhu, today is his very nice day. He finally remembered the 10 offenses at lunch. Devotees in ISKCON, they remember them very nicely because they repeat in temples every morning after Tulsi Parikrama. But we're from different organizations, so Purushottam will remind everyone about 10 offenses in the sequence, please. And you have the right of prompting those who remember them clearly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. Purushottam, I think, will not forget them this time. Let's take this. Hare. Hey, take this. Oh, Rama. Oh, Rama. Yes.
He's going to have to come forward more. Okay, so first one is Sadhu Ninda. So offenses to the first one is Sadhu Ninda. So offenses to the Vaishnavas. Vaishnavas are devotees of Krishna or Vishnu, the Supreme Lord. Offenses towards devotees of Krishna or Vishnu. To beat or to kill a Vaishnava, this number one.
6 types of offenses to
And then, or to criticize or to slander the Vaishnavas, and then to dvesha, to envy Vaishnava, and then not to welcome or offer proper respect to Vaishnava, and then not. What number is that? To become angry at Vaishnava, and then to not become happy when seeing a Vaishnava.
So if one offends the devotee of the Lord, these 6 types of offenses, then what happens?
becomes yes. Yes.
Okay, second offense.
Second offense. To consider the demigods or the names of the demigods to be equal to or independent of Krishna. So many people chanting Lord Shiva's names or other demigods.
33 million.
Demigods. And they're thinking this is equal to when they're chanting Mahamantra, but this is not true. And they're not equal to Krishna. And their power is not independent from Krishna. So they're dependent on Krishna for their power. Okay, number 3 is Sashchanin. Guru Avagya. So this is disobeying the order of the spiritual master. To disobey the order of the spiritual master. I think that's quite self-explanatory. Right. So number 4 is Sashchaninda, to criticize or to slander the scriptures, to offend the scriptures, the holy scriptures. And the next, what number was number 5? Number 5 is to consider the glories of the holy name to be an exaggeration, or to interpret the glories of the holy name as a right, to give your own kind of false idea about the glories of the holy name. Number 7, so to commit sinful activity on the strength of chanting the holy name. And then is to consider the chanting of the holy name to be a ritualistic activity which gives one like karmic benefits, or material benefits, that is, yeah. Number 9 is to instruct those who have no faith on the glories of the holy name. And then so there's 2 types of people who don't have faith in the holy name. One is somebody who's envious of the Lord, and then one is somebody who's innocent and has no understanding of the holy name. So you can preach to those who are innocent, but you cannot preach to those who are envious of the Lord, because they'll make offense, and then you will also get some take some of this offense.
Number 10, now, and the offense, which is said to be like number 11, also here now. What's number 10? Just mention, no? Radha Mohan Prabhu knows pretty well, no?
To maintain material attachment.
Yes, we'll speak about that now. So, the 10th offense, so Haridas Thakur continues to describe. The 10th offense is called Aham Mama Bhava Paradha, the offense of considering I and mine. Even though one has heard so many times the glories of the holy name, the importance of spiritual life, still one considers himself part of this world, independent. He thinks that everything in this world belongs to him, and mine, my family, my business, my property, like this. So, with his voice choked with prema, Haridas Mahashai presented the final Namaparada at the feet of the Lord. Explanation. Oh Lord, please hear about the lowest offense of all. Lowest, actually, this one. Nama Prema will never appear while this fault is present. Nama Prema means divine love. Rejecting the 9 offenses, a true devotee will surrender to the holy name. 9 means 10. I will offer this summary at your feet, making a vow to accept that which is favorable and rejecting What is unfavorable? So the 6 types of surrender. A devotee who practices devotion practices 6 types of surrender. Sharanagati. Anukulyasya sankalpa pratikulyasya varjanam rakshishititi vishvaso guptritva varanam tata. Atmanikshepa karpaniya shadvida sharanagati. 6. To accept what is favorable for devotion, reject what is not favorable. Means to accept charanamrita. You know charanamrita? This is a divine drink, which is basically the water which had washed the lotus feet of the Lord, Shri Radha and Krishna. So we drink that. Once I was in a train in Russia. That was in those old good and bad times when alcohol was not forbidden on Russian trains. And a man in a changed state of consciousness approached us, who was I don't remember, maybe Simari or someone. So, drink with me. We don't drink. Oh, you don't drink? Yes. Do you drink this? No. Do you drink that? No. We don't drink even tea and coffee. Tea and coffee? You don't drink? What do you drink? This world is such, in order to maintain yourself, you need to drink something. Otherwise, there is no motivation, for further life. So, what do you drink at all? What do you drink? I said, Charanamrita. What? I'll tell you later. Go sleep. Charanamrita. Charana means lotus feet. Amrita means nectar. So we drink Charanamrita. So we accept Charanamrita and we reject all those traditional, so-called traditional, are not traditional at all. Well, like Vedic times, nobody drank them. But those intoxicating beverages people are crazy about, and they become really, really, really crazy by drinking. So to accept favorable, reject unfavorable. 2 first rules, okay? Then to accept Krishna once, maintainer and protector. So, well, you could say maintainer and protector more or less the same. Actually not. Maintainer is more universal. Krishna protects me always. In happiness, in distress, as we heard today, Sukha Dukha, in happiness and distress, I sing Bol Hari Bol, I sing the holy name. So the Lord always protects. But when there's danger, then the Lord is my protector. Then we say, Nrisimhadev, half man, half lion incarnation, please protect me. So then the Lord comes and protects us. It is not a deviation from pure devotion to ask for help in case of danger. So maintainer and protector. So these are 3 and 4. Remember, accept favorable, reject unfavorable. To accept the Lord as maintainer and protector. Maintainer means He will give. I don't need to worry. People are so much worried, they search for happiness. There's no need to search for happiness. In the same way as we don't search for unhappiness, so no need to search for happiness. These things will come automatically by karma. Karma is an automatic thing. You cannot change your karma by karma. You can change your karma, stop your karma only by bhakti or devotional service. So these things will come. Happiness, distress. Sometimes happiness is a big distress, a warm gun. One of your countrymen said, they're very dangerous. So you take it, but it's, it's warm, but it's a gun, so dangerous, really. Okay, so you can shoot at any moment. Who knows who will shoot? Maybe you, maybe someone else. So this distress. Okay, so happiness is sometimes big distress. And people in distress sometimes they need great happiness because they're with Krishna. So, and finally, always be humble and give your heart to Krishna. These are 6. You remember? 6. It's called Sharanagati, means 6-fold surrender of the surrendered soul. So, you remember? Pran, Lavanya, you remember? To accept, maybe we can repeat together It's for better remembrance, no? To accept what is favorable for devotion. 3, 4. To accept what is favorable. Okay. To reject what is unfavorable for devotion. Okay. To accept Krishna as one's maintainer. To accept Krishna as one's protector. Always be humble and give yourself to Krishna, like life and soul. Atmanivedana. So these 6. So one is supposed to practice these 6 if one is a devotee. But sometimes, even if one took initiation formally, like in the matter of fashion, oh, everybody takes, so I'll take also. One doesn't want to practice these things. But it's absolutely important. Like, if it's, if you come to a water pool or some, swimming pool or some, river, well, it's essential to swim, isn't it? If you don't swim, you'll drown. But people, some persons are not eager even to enter the water. Okay, I'll stay here. Why should I enter this water? It's cold, or it's too hot, or it's anyway. Any reason a person will find. Oh, I don't like this swimming. I don't like this swimming pool. But you have to. You have to. You have to. But such people are reluctant. Why? For 3 reasons. Which 3 reasons we will now examine. Oh, this is actually 3 reasons of inattention. It's a difference. Anyway, so because the reason is that the mentality of I, me, and mine prevail. Purushottam. You're making notes, huh? Or associating with cosmos. Right. Okay, so I, me, and mine, these things. As your countrymen sang, even those tears, I, me, mine, I, me, mine. So we're always thinking about I, me, mine, and we don't think about Krishna. That's the problem. And there are 2 universal rules in this process of bhakti. Yena tena prakarena mana Krishna niveshayat sarva vidhi nishadasyur etayor eva kinkara. There are 2 rules. To always remember Krishna and to never forget. All the other rules are just the servants of these 2. These 2 are the kings, like twins. Always remember, never forget. All the other things are just servants. So, if one rejects, these 2 kings, doesn't want to be the subject, then one will have a hard time in devotion. If one still thinks to be a devotee, very, very hard time, because this is a serious offense. Not by chance it was when Haridas Thakur, mentioning this offense, said that this is most, how to say, what did he say? Most important, like most significant offense out of 10, actually, this number 10. To maintain this I and my, me, mine mentality. So, such people hear the glories of Sri Harinam, but they have no faith in those glories. Why? Because no surrender. You not practice. You don't practice, so you don't surrender. Means you're lazy, and you're still thinking in completely materialistic terms. Such people chant Harinam. Okay, Guru said to chant, I chant. But still do not attain Priti. Priti means prema, pure love. The chant is, actually offensive holy name. Once Gurudev made a joke. You can make easy money by chanting Namaparat. Easy money, You want easy money? Chant Hare Krishna with offense. Then easy money will come. They will be cheated. Anyway, but it's still better chant not to chant, as that verse says in Bhagavatam, Akama sarva kamava, moksha kama udaradhi, tivrena bhakti yogina, yajata purusham param. One has material desires, doesn't have material desires, has a desire for liberation, which is also actually material desire. Still chant the holy name. But so it's not mistake. There's no need, for a person to be discouraged after he reads these descriptions. Oh, I will stop chanting. Stop chanting. No, you're already swimming, and you're task is to swim across the river, and you've done practically half the way, or maybe even more, and you say, "Oh, let's swim back." Where's the logic? Question by Asim Prabhu.
Isn't it like if someone maybe doesn't know so much or whatever, but they have faith in their guru,
Mhm.
and the guru tells them to chant the holy name,
Yeah.
so they chant it out of love and faith to their guru out of duty.
Yeah.
That's not still good.
Yeah, this is better than what we're reading. This is much better because you're mentioning love, you're mentioning obedience, But these things Guru says, but he doesn't follow. Guru says about Sharanagati, but he doesn't follow. He's thinking, okay, my Guru, my Guru on the altar. I have the beads. I'm a businessman, right? That's a formality, chance of it. Actually, no love. But you mentioned love. It's very important, so I caught you. Actually, this is higher level. This is already purification. So this offense is soon will be overcome. So such people, yes, by chanting the name neglectfully, one acquires some punya, some merit, yes, some merit. But
Is it punya like result?
punya means pious result, but not the actual result of priti. This is declared by all Shastra. So some punya, some sukriti is there, some good quality, because still Krishna's name, but it's offensive. It doesn't mean that the path is blocked. Simply, like the sun obscured by clouds. Today, the sun was shining very brightly all day. But then about 4 o'clock, clouds came and obscured the sun completely. So I didn't even use the blind here on this side because it's quite mild. The sun wasn't visible. But we know the sun is there, If you want to see the sun, then we should take a helicopter, Oh no, the helicopter will not be so high. A plane, in order to become higher than the clouds. So this plane, we can figuratively name the holy name. So then we'll see the sun. Okay, so what is the remedy for this offense? Accepting the mood of nishkinchan, one has no desire for material wealth. One has to worship the feet of Krishna. Such people abandon mundane sense objects and perform nama sankirtan. So just dedicate what you have to Krishna. Put Krishna in the center. How to do that? By prayers to Sri Guru. The universal questions. A series, big series of universal questions called "How can we?" questions. They're called "How can we?" questions. How can we surrender? How can we take the shelter of lotus feet? How can we overcome impediments? Same question to all those questions. Just continue the process of sixfold surrender, Sharanagati, we've just mentioned. Accept favorable, reject unfavorable, means accept Charanamrita, reject beer, accept devotees association, reject association of materialists. Then association is close association, means eating together, sleeping together, opening hearts like this. Social association is okay. It's not that I don't want to know you. He's my neighbor, I don't want to know you. So fanatic, what will he think? No, not like this. Also not fanatic. And then accepting Krishna as one's maintainer, accepting Krishna as one's protector. Always humility. I'm really very small and insignificant. I'm not something big. Sometimes devotees become proud. Oh, I chant 16 rounds. I'm initiated. So what? What? Where is your priti? Where is your love? No, small. Just be normal. Oh, that's the word of Pujapat Madhusudan Maharaj. The method of bhajan. In 2 words, very easily. Be normal. So good. Normal means good person. Like when we saw Gurudev, first time I saw Gurudev, I was shocked. How he looks. He looks like a normal person, like a normal kind, Not like those big guys on big asanas I saw before, I even had some allergy for this color, because they're so big and so arrogant sometimes. They never come down to you. Who are you? Oh, yeah, I'm so great, I cannot. Don't touch me, like this. But he's like so much like his presence provokes love from everyone. In his presence, everybody wants to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra spontaneously. Krishna, he chants and everybody, Hare Krishna, cannot really resist. Because it's flowing, the nectar is flowing. So you you don't want, but you still swallow some drops, and you, how to say, join the process. Join the process. So by doing this, eventually the name will manifest in one's mind, and the concept of I and mine will disappear, and you will transcend Maya. So the perspective is very bright. It's like a switch. The two positions in the switch: Sharanagata or non-Sharanagata. So we're in a non-Sharanagata 0. So we have to turn at 1. So sometimes when you turn the thing, like a heater, right? Heater. The warmth doesn't come at once. It requires some time. Or the kettle. You need to wait like 3 minutes or how long? After 3 minutes it will be 100 degrees. But now it's wait a little. Somebody may be impatient. I want hot water now. Dhairiyat. Wait 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Okay, do something. Chant 1 round, half a round. Right? Okay. So it's natural for a devotee to surrender when he hears the glories of the name, and he will give up the mood of I and mine. Natural. Once again, let's pay attention. Natural. So wonderful things, wonderful quotations I found today. So about this 10th offense, it is natural for a devotee to surrender when one hears the glories of the name. The glories of the name is so high. We heard from our gurus. Today I vibrated one verse at the beginning. Srila Rupa Goswami said, Tundi tandaviniratim vitanute tundavale labdaye karna kroda kadambini gatayate karnar buddhe vispriham cheta prangana sangini vijayate sarvendriyanam kritim no jane janatakiya amritai krishneti varnadvai. I don't know how much nectar there is in these 2 syllables, Krishna. When I hear these 2 syllables, I want to have millions of ears. And when I chant these 2 syllables, I want to have millions of tongues. And all my existence becomes stunned. I don't know how much nectar there is in these 2 syllables, Krishna. Srila Rupa Goswami quoted this verse when he was in Jagannath Puri, and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu made all Vaishnavas bestow blessings upon Srila Rupa Goswami. Amongst those senior Vaishnavas was also Haridas Thakur. When Haridas Thakur heard this verse, he started spontaneously dancing in ecstasy, rotating like this. Krishna, Krishna! I'd never heard such a description of the glories of the holy name. I've never heard. Haridas Thakur was just literally totally oblivious and ecstatic when he heard the description of this holy name by Srila Rupa Goswami. So the holy name is so sweet. Even, in this material world where you're in love, or you love some, band, whatever, when you have a meeting with your beloved, or you hear the music of your band, you become like sort of, filled with passion, it's called, Rajaguna. But this is like a shadow, like a rough type of parody, on what is the actual reality. The actual reality, actual rasa means taste, is here within these transcendental syllables, Krishna. Krishna means to attract. Na means to give pleasure, ananda. So transcendental attraction and transcendental ananda or pleasure. So everybody is just deluged in those. In the ananda means great pleasure. So also, in order to be free from materialistic thinking, I, me, mine, one has to carefully give up the criticism of holy people. sadhus. Knowing with his purifying mind that Vishnu is the supreme truth, Paratattva. So stop criticism of all. Then, knowing that the initiating spiritual master, Diksha Guru, and instructing spiritual master, Shiksha Guru, are transcendental personalities. That they are actually the forms of Krishna himself. Drishya Bhagavan, Shri Guru is called, means the visible Lord. So, also put all endeavors to reject the desire to perform sins and all activities which give seed of sins, like looking on the objects, for example, at the objects, and thinking about the objects, and hearing some objects, and touching, and all senses. So it provokes the act of sin, etc., etc. So devotee, these objects of the senses of a devotee are directed towards Krishna. You know, we have the altar, we have the books, we have the chanting, we have the beads, we have the music, we have the classes, we have so many objects. Even the, you know, some movies, devotional movies like Mahabharata, etc. So we know how to engage those senses, but people of this world are just victimized by them. You know? Like deer, you know, deer hears the flute melody of a hunter and comes that sound and just gets captured by the cruel hunter. Like this. So people are victimized by objects of the sense. So like a moth. Moth is flying towards the fire automatically and gets burned like this by sight. Yeah, so by ear, by eyes, by skin. Elephant is caught in a trap by a trick. There's a sheaf elephant sitting in the pit there, and the elephant wants to come down, and he comes down to her and gets trapped. Both are blocked. So that's it. Touch. She wants to touch the she elephant. That's it. So by tongue, you know, monkey is caught in India. Some fruit is put in a very, very thin jug. So monkey puts in the hand, you know, and cannot get out, because once he has the fruit within the jug, but too greedy and cannot, doesn't know what to do. So you're caught, okay, with the jug like this. It's like this, by taste, like this. So also one has to reject the other paths, bhukti and mukti especially. Bhukti means sense enjoyment, mukti, liberation, impersonal liberation. To be devoted only to Bhakti Devi. So this is the 10th offense. If you have any questions about 10th offense, welcome. And we will now discuss the 11th actually offense, which is, well, I mentioned before that in Harinama-cintamani there's a slightly different order of offenses. We maintain that order which is given in Java Dharma, just to make it unified. So according to Java Dharma, this is like supplementary offense, but here it's given I think number 9 or something. Inattentive chanting, or pramada. Pramada means inattention. Pramada means also like a blunder, mistake. So when you chant with diversion of your attention, it's a mistake. So when you make a mistake in calculation, you will not get the result. Or when you didn't make the right turn, then you miss your destination. So the original meaning of pramada, Haridas says, is inattention. So there are 3 types of inattention. You can record that if you're recording. 3 types of inattention: indifference, laziness, and distraction. Indifference in Sanskrit, audasinya. Laziness, jadya. Jada means like dull, you know, or lazy. And vikshepa, distraction. Vikshepa. Hare Krishna, Haribol, Haribol, Haribol. Football. It's called vikshepa. Right. So any other ball, but not Hari ball. There's so many balls to play. But the Hari ball means to glorify. So we go ball, Hari ball, we heard this song. But those who divert their attention, they say, oh no, let's play some other ball. Well, sometimes playing ball is okay, no problem, actually. For health, for this, but not during chanting. So this is diversion. So indifference, laziness, and diversion. 3. So the whole point is to attain faith in holy name. If we divert our attention, if we're lazy, or if we're indifferent, this faith will not develop. And faith is the first spark of prema, divine love. So when one has developed faith, then potentially prema is present in the heart. Thus faith becomes transcendental gradually. First it's, let's say, fickle. What's it called? Komala Shraddha. Komala Shraddha means unstable. Sometimes yes, sometimes there, sometimes like people in India, if they see orange, this color, what's it called? Saffron. Oh, they give respect, but they cannot see, if that sadhu is with vertical tilak or horizontal, if he's Vaishnava or Shaiva. Big difference. If he's personalist or impersonalist. So their faith is therefore fickle. Fickle means not stable. So then, by cultivation of faith, by watering the plant of devotion with prayers of Sri Guru, to Sri Guru, and so many other things conducive for devotion, then you will become close to prema, close to divine love. So you have to carefully remember Krishna, keep count of the names you chant, and thus that, maniac type of attraction to sense objects all people are afflicted with will leave you gradually. So gradually light comes when you have that regulator, like in our room we have regulator, it's a bit dark, dim light, then becomes brighter, finally fully shining. So in that same way, faith will be developing. But if you have these 3 types of inattentive chanting, means indifference, laziness, and diversion, then your faith will be blocked. Then you will not be able to make it fully bright. Then it will be like, you cannot really read in that light. You cannot do many things when the light is dim. So you need to regulate it to 100%. So, therefore, the typical situation in that case is the mind will be in one direction, while the name will be in another direction. Mismatch. So you chant a holy name, but your attention is in cosmos. As Gurudev was saying, without money, without passport, you do parikrama, means circumambulation of the universe. everything. Oh, I remember the preaching center in Moscow, like 20 years ago, 25, when computers were developing. There were so many computers there, more than live people. There were like 2 people living and 5 computers standing there. So, and there were no laptops at the time. There were only mice. And I noticed one interesting thing. The mice are on the left side. The mice of all computers are on the left side, for the left hand. Saying, why? They're all left-handed? No, they're right-handed. Why is that? Because the japa mala, the beads are in the right hand. And this is a navigator, the mouse. The best friend, practicing devotees is a mouse. Sometimes we like mice, you know. They come, they eat, you know, they occupy our house, and we feed them, you know. So that mice on the left, you know. So they navigate, you know. They navigate, and they how to say, they read many things, they watch many things, and they listen to many things, and with a mouse they're doing this. Hare Krishna, instead of Hare Krishna, Krishna, it goes something, you know, something, and the navigator, you know. So that is called diversion. Mind goes one side, one way, and the name goes another way. So they're not united. The mind's still traveling.
All right. On one level, it's not because on one level you can say, okay, maybe no serious progress will come, but at the same time, there's also no regulations to chant the holy name.
Oh, thank you for the question. Yeah. So one can think, oh, there are no regulations, so I'll watch movies, you know. So no regulations. You can chant. The Guru said at initiation, oh, you can chant in daytime, you can chant nighttime, you can chant after bath, without bath, you can chant, you know, pure state, not pure state. In pure state, no problem. My mind is impure, I can chant still. You are a disciple now. So if you commit one of these 10, 11 offenses, means you commit aparat. No rules and regulations in terms of the form of chanting, but the chanting must be proper. So these rules and regulations are absent for chanting which is proper. What is proper chanting? It means when your mind goes together with the sound. Nama, Rupa, Guna, Lila are then contemplated by the mind. First Nama, name, then Rupa, form of Krishna, and form of Krishna will come. How? We'll hear in the last chapter today. Yeah. Then qualities and the pastimes, everything is included in the name. So fast rules and regulations are absent only for the chanting, which is proper, how it should be. Mahaprabhu had, you know, given those instructions. Koriya Nirbandha means keeping track, means count the names, and also be very much respectful to the holy name. It's also the teachings of Mahaprabhu. One has to chant with adhar, means great, great respect, not neglectfully. So neglectfully means we've just seen. This is one of the types of inattentive chanting. Yes.
But these devotees, so they may be using the computer, maybe they're doing work, maybe they're doing A, B, and C, who knows, right? But if they're gonna do that anyway, then there's no harm in chanting at the same time.
At the same time, you cannot chant and do your work at the same time. When Srila Gurudev was asked, can you chant and read at the same time? Like devotional book, like Krishna book or something. He said, how can you chant when you're reading? And how can you read when you're chanting? It's a morning walk of Srila Gurudev. So choose one activity, but say you are learning some shloka, some verse, from Bhajana Rahasya especially, because Bhajana Rahasya shlokas are very much helping you chanting, especially like first two yamas, you know, they're all instructive shlokas, so you can sometimes put your bead back and remember that shloka. Okay, so your attention, give full attention to shloka, relate it to a chanting, continue chanting, and the meaning of the shloka is within your mind. Not that you're watching, you know, weather broadcast, and okay, if you're a trailer driver, you know, and you have no ability, then okay, you chant on the go. But also Gurudev was saying in one initiation, I remember, don't chant on your beads when you're driving. Don't chant on beads when you're driving, Gurudev said. Like you can chant without beads, because then you'll make accident, you know, and your attention will be diverted. Anyway, it's quite offensive, you know, when you see the this, that, Hare Krishna, like this. So this is another type of, we call it jibba jabba japa, you know, like pay attention to something else. Yeah, so, well, if your job is like this, then, well, can combine sometimes with, this is not like proper chanting, actually. The proper chanting must be done in the morning. So even if your work starts very early, 6 o'clock, 4 to 5 you chant at home. Sit or walk, have early night before, and do it properly. Because, even Leo Tolstoy, he said one thing: if you do something, do it properly. Otherwise, don't do. It's Leo Tolstoy. Yes.
No, because in the morning it's one of the Sandhyas there.
Yes.
Are the Sandhyas also good for chanting?
For sure. Sandhyas are specifically very good for Gayatri chanting, because Gayatri chanting has rules and regulations, but Harinam no rules and regulations. But we all know that the morning hours, sattvic hours, and they pertain also to certain periods of Ashtakalya also. Very, very, very conducive, very, very auspicious. So, okay, so we're continuing with that. Thank you. Nice questions. You have? Yes, Slavanya.
So Brahma is now before sunrise.
1 hour 36 minutes, Gurudev said.
So then normally when the sun doesn't far north before southern hemispheres, but unfortunate, aren't we?
Yeah, what to do? When I was traveling, one of my brahmacharyas, he said, demoniac latitudes. Demoniac latitudes we live in. When behind the polar circle, it doesn't set at all, or how to say, polar night. So anyway, we remember Vrindavan. That's our thing. If the sun here doesn't set, we remember how it sets in Vrindavan. Then we do Sandhya. That's it. So meditate on Vrindavan. So imagine it's set, no problem. Blinds down, sunset. Okay. Mangalarati, same. We're singing in the morning, 5 o'clock, and the sun is already shining. Like in Yurt with Maturika, we were singing. The sun already, very nice, illuminating the altar. Oh my God! But this is like morning sun, first rays. But we remember, Radhika and Krishna awakened, and sun starts shining a little bit. So birds chirping, everything is there. So anyway, it's not a big deal, not a big problem. So even if we live in demoniac latitudes. So no questions about this?
So maybe it's better to keep routine all year round.
Yes.
It's almost like we get into the flow, and then if you try and get up earlier, it seems like a drain on the body.
Yes. Okay, yeah, it's completely correct to cultivate routine, because we have to work out our good habits in bhajan. Habit must become a habit. I know many devotees, senior devotees, they cannot sleep at Brahma Muhurta. At Brahma Muhurta, cannot sleep. Acharyas of maths, I saw. If that sannyasi, goes to bed like 1 o'clock, 4 o'clock, up, chants, Gayatri, then some rest later. If somebody has work, it's a different story. And don't go to bed late. But what to do, you came from business trip, you have many children, all those things. I understand, but still, because main focus is to maintain proper consciousness during your day. If you're a grihasta, means a family man, a lady, then you have to work in the world with devotional consciousness. That's the task. How to make that devotional consciousness, how to say, be present, not only prevail, but to be present during the day. Make your preparation at home in the early morning hours, when all other family members' kids are asleep. Use those hours. Because if you wake up, then okay, breakfast and go to work. I know many devotees. Wake up, okay, maybe Gayatri quickly. Breakfast, go to work. All japa, okay, maybe on the train, or rather even in the evening when they come back, then all japa in the evening. So it makes the habit upside down. Japa should be in the morning, not in the evening. It's also for grihasta devotees, but to choose your occupation, how to say, work, which starts not too early also. Important. For a devotee, actually, it's better to start work like 11ish. Yeah. Then they're all morning sadhana, very wonderful. Oh, there are. Then you come back home, okay, like it's late, okay, you come back home, 8 o'clock, evening meal, sleep. That's it. Then morning is all yours. There are some jobs. I was working such a job for 11 years. Yes, night shift, and then teaching English. First class starting like 1 o'clock. I was free. So, anyway, Bhagavan gave. Okay, so, how to do with jadya, the laziness. Inattention from laziness stems from an idle mind. Idle mind is devil's workshop, you know. So, thus a taste will not arise when chanting Sri Nama. At the time of remembering the holy name, one will endeavor to finish one's chanting quickly. Due to this fault, Namarasa will not manifest. Don't fast, don't make it, how to say, force it. You know, don't make it formal. You know, don't be proud. I'm a devotee. Chant 16 rods. 16? What kind of 16? What are your 16 rounds? Jibba jabba. Kram, 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 you know. There's one anecdote, Vaishnava anecdote. One devotee was chanting all life Hare Krishna, you know. But all of a sudden, at the moment of death, a great monster came to him. One horn, you know, one eye like a cyclope. Terrible, you know, looking at him. Who are you? I don't know you. How come you don't me? You were calling me all your life. My name is Kishram. Kishram, 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 Kishram. He was calling all life. And the guy came. You know? So we have to make sure we're pronouncing syllables correctly. Kishram, Kishram. But proper pronunciation must be there. Not only pronunciation, it must be Namarasa. That's what Haridas Thakur is speaking here about. Namarasa means the great taste. Because the Nama, the holy name, has greatest taste, most nectarian. No mangoes of this world, no fruit of this world, no beverages of heaven of this world can compare. Remember Bhagavatam, in the very beginning, Shukadev started speaking, then demigods came with a pot of nectar. And they said, we'll give you a pot of nectar. You will give us Bhagavatam Katha, and we'll give you a pot of nectar. He said, no, this exchange will not go. It's not accepted. You didn't accept. Leave your nectar for yourself. You cannot pay for Harikatha like this. So you cannot, you know, yes, buy or cannot compare the holy name to any nectar of this world. So, also Sadhu Sangha. Sadhu Sangha, the association of devotees, pure devotees. Because sadhus will show you examples. Sadhus or pure devotees never waste their time useful activities, but they remember name at every moment. So you learn from them how they remember name at every moment. Just chant all the time. Haridas Thakur saying day and night. Just chant, 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 but also think. Not mechanically, not like a parrot. You can teach a parrot to chant. Also good for him, not bad. No, but we're not parrots, we're not robots also. So we have to develop the mood, the rasa, the taste. So Sadhu's character, he never wastes a moment for useless things. So we are teaching, we are, how to say, learning from him how to engage our time properly for useless things, not for useless things. So fixed number of names is okay, but it should not be also forceful. You know? Oh, I will chant 1 lakh, you know, means 64 minimum 6 hours takes, you know. But if those names are not clear what pronouncing, Kishram, Kishram, you know, not clear, so no rasa, you know. One can chant 1 lakh without rasa, without taste, without feeling. So better chant less, but in a quality way. So what is better, quantity or quality? Answer is clear. Quality, quality, quality. Lavanya Didi has a question. Mm-hmm.
So, say somebody's quite a slow chanter,
Oh, yeah.
to keep it slow.
Yeah.
Is there a difference between like someone that maybe can do 16 rounds in like hour, just over an hour and a half, or someone that spends an hour and a half and only does 8? Isn't too they're not focused on the amount. They're just trying to.
Okay, I'll answer you by quoting our gurus. Our Didi taught us how to chant. She said, 16 rounds, 1.5 hours. Like this. So 64, just 6. Easy. You know? So pray to the holy name. Just pray to the holy name. There are many prayers in Shlokamrita, Nama Tattva. Many prayers. So we quoted some today. Pray to the holy name. Please manifest in my heart. Please give me a chance to taste your rasa, your wonderful, wonderful nectar. Please open my heart in such a way that I respect all Vaishnavas. Give me instructions. Talk to the holy name. Pray to the holy name like this. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Gurudev was teaching us how to chant. First of all, we have to think how fallen we are, wretched and fallen. And then remember the holy names, the holy places of Vrindavan. We visit that Harikatha which we hear from our gurus. Then we can develop remembrance. We can remember those holy places, and we can grow in our chanting. Yes, Radha Mohan Prabhu.
This is just to share with you, Maharaj. It was about 2 years ago when the Chinese devotee in Krishna Balaram was asking me to ask Maharaj because their pronunciation is very Chinese. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
So they asked me to ask Maharaj, say, can you get praying by chanting like this? Maharaj said yes.
Yes, for sure.
Even the pronunciation is Chinese.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna doesn't mean you will not get prem. Hale Lama, Lama Lama, Hale Hale, Chinese. Doesn't mean, because the Lord is Bhava Grahi Janardana. He accepts your mood. Your accent, no harm. Accent doesn't mean, like, for example, somebody is crippled, somebody is ugly. The Lord will accept his heart movements, not his outfit, external. So that accent is like a body, feature of the body, guna karma. Krishna doesn't pay attention to that. So, okay, so I'm just finishing this chapter now. So gradually devotee will stop thinking about material things, and he will be thinking of serving Sri Guru, Hari and Vaishnavas. Therefore, gradually, the attachment to the Transcendental Lord, his devotees, will develop in his heart, and the attachment towards I, me and mine will go, and also the chanting will become attentive. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself said that one has to count the names. Sometimes devotees, especially new devotees, say, oh, I can hear Hare Krishna Mahamantra all the time. It's universal, it's always with me, Why should I chant? Why should I count on these beads, Now please listen what Mahaprabhu said. Lord's words in Chaitanya Bhagavat. Apane sabare Prabhu kare upadesh Krishna nama Mahamantra shuna harish. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Some people think Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was not chanting Hare Krishna. Some people think he was not making others chant Hare Krishna. But here, quotation, Hare Krishna, Mahamantra is given, and then Prabhu Bale Harinama E Mahamantra Iha Japagiya Sabe Karya Nirbanda Iha Hoite Sarva Siddhi Kaibe Haibe Sabar Sarva Kshana Bala Ite Vidi Nahyar. So the Lord said, chant this Mahamantra, all you chant in a prescribed number of times. Karya Nirbanda. Prescribed number, important. By doing so, we will attain all perfection. Chant at every moment. There is no other rule to follow. Chant, but chant properly. This is called no rule. Properly chant, no other rule. But the rules are still there. to avoid offenses. So this is it. So now finally, thank you for your questions, and we're now entering the last chapter, which is most ecstatic, that is bhajana pranali. Pranali means method, way of bhajan, of devotional life. So then the Lord said, O Haridas, by the power of your bhakti, you have attained all knowledge of the world. I see the Vedas dancing upon your tongue, and I see how your words are all full of siddhanta, great imports. Please clearly describe Namarasa. Namarasa means the taste of the holy name, and how the jiva can become eligible to experience it. So we're hearing a little bit. Oh, Namarasa, Namarasa. You can chant, 64 rounds and still not feel any drop of Namarasa. So what is Namarasa? Let's hear now. All the Vedas glorify that which is called rasa to be of the same spiritual substance as the Paratatma, or supreme reality. So here you can see supreme reality, spiritual world, this upper part of this map, upper sphere. This is apara, means inferior reality, material. It's temporary, and it has many imperfections because of the three modes of nature: sattva, rajas, tamas, goodness, passion, and ignorance. Everything in this world is covered with these three qualities. But spiritual world is free from those imperfections, free from birth, death, old age, and disease. And it's complete bliss. Sat Chit Ananda means eternity, knowledge, and bliss in this spiritual world. So the name belongs to this world, not to this. And by the mercy of great devotees, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Lord himself, and great devotees, becomes available for the living entities of material world, to us. So Para Brahma, or supreme reality, is undivided rasa. He is the abode of unlimited bliss, and his glories are greatest. So the Supreme Lord is the possessor of Shakti, or energy, and Shakti is inseparable, or energy, from the Lord. So Krishna is therefore the possessor of unlimited energies, but the three are main. Chit Shakti is the energy which rules spiritual world, Maya Shakti, or material energy, which rules material world, and the Jiva Shakti, or energy of the living entity, that's us. We come from her, from that energy. So we can both go to spiritual world or remain in material world, depends on our desire. But when our desire is so much motivated by the mercy of the great devotees, then we are eager to perform devotional service naturally. So in the association of sadhus, great devotees, those who are situated in spiritual reality, one can attain Krishna Nama, or the name of Krishna. So the name of indivisible, indivisible rasa means has no division. Great taste is a budding flower. It's disseminated throughout the universe in the form of names such as Krishna and so many other names. But Krishna is the best name. Krishna and Rama are the best names. As the bud produces its fragrance, the name manifests 64 qualities of Krishna. So the name of Krishna, you can hear, is just like a bud. So the bud itself has no smell, and the surface of the bud is quite rough. But then the flower starts opening. So what's inside the bud is the form, qualities, and pastimes of Krishna. That is what is inside the bud. So what's inside the bud is the great fragrance, first of all, coming from the leaves and from the nectar which is there in the pestle. So, but the first thing which comes, that is the smell, the great aroma. So aroma comes from the 64 qualities of Krishna. What is the best quality of Krishna? Shri, his beauty, actually consisting of 4. Sweetness of his form, Rupa Madhuri, sweetness of his prema, of his love, sweetness, Prema Madhuri, sweetness of his pastimes, Lila Madhuri, and sweetness of his flute play. Krishna plays the flute. So all those things are being revealed by the opening of the bud of the holy name. So name, form, qualities, and pastimes are gradually revealed. So then, out of the hearts of the eternal residents of Krishna in spiritual world, upon whom the devotee is meditating, from their hearts, the first ray of prema comes into the heart of the devotee. That first ray of prema is called bhava, or what's it? Rati. Yes. So then the heart of the devotee melts in the variety of tastes. You can imagine, as if that flower opens, and in the heart of a devotee also great flower opens. So it melts, the heart melts. We are praying about that. Gauranga bolite have pulaka sharira, Hari Hari boli nayana bhavenira. When will my voice tremble? When will my eyes shed torrents of rain, of tears? When will I tremble? When my body becomes pale? When I will be rolling on the ground? All those things. So these are external symptoms of bhav or ashtasattva vikaras. So all that will happen at the level of bhava or ecstatic emotion. Swarupa siddhi will come. Swarupa siddhi means development of spiritual body. At the first levels of bhav, devotee attains spurti or manvantari vision of Krishna and his spiritual body in which he serves him. So that devotee can see that. So then bhava will grow and will be manifested as prema, divine love. So gradually, by Krishna's inconceivable mercy, the devotee will achieve vastu siddhi. Vastu siddhi means complete absorption as Krishna's pastimes and actual entrance into Krishna's pastimes. Yes. Mm-hmm.
No, because you said that like bhav is such a huge step for a devotee, as you described it. Are you saying this is just one ray of prema?
Yes. Prema suryamsha samyabhak. Ruchibis chitra matsrinya kridaso bhava uchyate. That's the formula of bhava from Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Srila Rupa Goswami is saying, prema suryamsha samyabhak, like concentrated ray of prema from the hearts of the Nitya Parikaras, consisting of Hladini and Samvit. Hladini is Radhika, Samvit is Krishna. And the heart of a devotee had been already cultivated by Sandhini. Balaram Prabhu is the presiding deity of Sandhini, means existence. So the heart is ready, cultivated. So now the seed comes in the form of ray. So that pierces the soil of the heart like this. And it becomes, melting like this.
So Sandhini is present.
Sandhini is the faculty of Balaram Prabhu. He's responsible, is Adhishtatri Devata. And Krishna is Samvit, personification of knowledge, and Radhika is Hladini. So combination of Samvit and Hladini enters the heart and it becomes, sadhana comes to an end and bhava comes. So the three levels: sadhana bhakti, bhava bhakti, prema bhakti. Sadhana bhakti, all levels from shraddha, from faith, to asakti, ecstatic attraction. Asakti grows into bhava. So bhavaka Vaishnava already enters another level of sadhana, which is like to achieve prem. So we can be also calling that sadhana, but actually that's bhava level, and it's high. Then devotee has to be born in the universe where Krishna comes with all his associates. So then those associates, eternal associates, will help devotee to develop that particular mood one aspires for. So then rasa is described by Srila Haridas Thakur here, the 4 ingredients of Rasa Vibhava, Anubhava, Sattvika, Vichari Bhavas, on the platform of Sthai Bhava. Sthai Bhava means ecstatic emotion, constant emotion. Sthai means constant. So all those are described by Srila Rupa Goswami for each and every rasa very, very diligently. Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu and Bindu also, Vishwanath Chakravarti. Many, many things. So all those ingredients will become mixed, and when you make a drink, like a sharbat, you mix so many ingredients. You mix sugarcane juice, you mix black salt, you mix some lemon, you mix some camphor, this and that and that. For each rasa, there's a very, very special combination of ingredients which is unique. So devotee starts relishing it. And all those details are described very, very nicely. So, by the mercy of the Guru, attention, attention. Why Guru should be Sat? Why Guru should be proper, means real, how to say, genuine. By the mercy of Guru, the devotee immediately acquires the Siddha Swarupa, spiritual form, and enters those pastimes, accompanying his Guru. His Guru will accompany him as Guru Rupa Sakhi, means Gopi who will bring him to the pastimes, Krishna's beloved, It's a very, very high thing. So Nama brings us there. And Diksha mantras serve to say goodbye to material existence, basically. To, take over this material existence, to be free from material existence. So then samsara mochan, pay attention that in Brihad Bhagavatamrita, Gopakumar was traveling all the universes and finally went to spiritual world. And when he went to spiritual world, Vaikuntha, he no longer was chanting Gopala mantra. He was no longer chanting Gopala mantra. Gopala mantra had fulfilled its mission. So he was chanting only the names of Krishna. Shri Krishna Gopala Hare Mukunda Govinda He Nanda Kishora Krishna He Shri Yashoda Tanaya Prasida Vallavi Jivana Radhikesha. He was singing. So only the names he was singing. So Nama will give prema. And the Gayatri mantras give samsara mochan. They free you from ocean of birth and death. That's how it looks.
Well, if Nama is essentially the name that takes us there, as you say,
Yeah.
why is it that the Diksha initiation is considered more prominent than Harinama?
Not prominent, it's necessary, but we cannot say that it's prominent because it's only supporting chanting of the holy name. That's what it does. But Srila Gurudev, our Gurudev Srila Narayan Maharaj, was counteracting very strongly the statements by a certain organization which was saying that name is all in all, and Diksha mantra is just a formality. This is for puja, for worshipping the deity, like this. Like to be a Brahmana, Brahmana initiation they call. No. Diksha mantra has a very important faculty which is called sambandha. That's why full Diksha has sambandha, means relationship. Sri Guru gives you a relationship with Krishna. So at the time of initiation, since I was a translator many times, I heard Gurudev say, today I am father and mantra is the mother. I am giving your hand into the hand of Krishna. That's how Gurudev was saying it. So it means it's set up, but then devotee will practice Diksha mantras up to the point when he is obtaining Swarupa Siddhi, means spiritual body. Once Swarupa Siddhi is obtained, no need to chant, but if he still in this world and has disciples and has to show example, then he chants, okay. But he doesn't have to. But the names are always there. In the spiritual world, what? They sing, Govinda Damodhara Madhaveti Govinda Damodara Madhaviti. Govinda Damodara Madhaviti. Govinda Damodara Madhaviti. Hey Krishna, Hey Yadava, Hey Saketi. Govinda Damodara Madhaviti. Govinda Damodara Madhaviti. Govinda Damodara Madhaviti. Always singing, now singing, then singing. Gurudev was showing, now you can sing when you're driving, you Govinda Damodara. When your baby is crying, don't say, don't cry, don't cry. Say Govinda Damodara Madhaviti. Sing to the babies. And Gurudev was saying goodbye, and he was sweetly singing Govinda Damodara. And at the end, Radhe 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 Jai 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 Shri Radhe. That's what we're doing. So a devotee develops his mood of service in one of the 5 rasas, 5 types of relationship with Krishna. That's what religions are silent about, Michael. So the first one is neutral. The second one is of like a servant and master. Neutral is like yogis, they meditate on super soul in the heart like this, but no actual relationship, neutral. They know there's God, no harm. Faith is there, but no practical relationship. The second one is servant and master. Well, that's prevalent in most religions. And then friendly relationship. You can become friends with the Supreme Lord. Then the Supreme Lord, maybe it sounds shocking to certain religionists, but he has mother and father. Yes. So Nanda and Yashoda, because he takes birth, his pastimes of taking birth. So they have parental relationship. So those who like little Krishna, baby Krishna, they always striving for obtaining that body of seniors suitable for developing that. Vatsalya means parental affection. So the next one is Madhurya, means loving relationship. So attention, if one develops Madhurya rasa or Ujjvala rasa, means all shining, Ujjvala means most shining, there are 11 aspects Ekadashi Bhava develop. What are they? Relationship. What kind of relationship? Age. What's your age? Name, form, connection with a particular group, Gana. Dress, orders, residence, service, highest aspiration, and one's mood dependent on the character of that night servant. 11. So at the time of Swarupa Siddhi, Guru gives confidentially that to disciple. Disciple understands. This is all Hare Krishna when you have Sadguru. You see, we're hearing these things. Amazing, amazing, amazing things. Then Gurudeva shows his mercy by describing Ekadashi Bhava, how it applies to the principles of living. Gurudeva was teaching us, actually, what is Siddha Pranali. Yes. Devotees were coming and, oh Gurudev, please describe Siddha Pranali to me. Secretly, one devotee, one god brother came. Gurudev said, do you have attraction to opposite sex? Oh yes, sometimes happens. Do you chant all the time? Oh, sometimes chant, sometimes not. So you have attraction for material wealth, for its like amenities and attractions? Oh yes. So what Siddha Pranali you're talking about? So we're asking about Siddha Pranali. Gurudev was saying, Trinada Pisunichana, Tarora Pisahishna, Amanena Manadena, Kirtaniya Sadhariyam, glad Purushottam knows this. Shikshashtaka Shlok, probably the only one. Have to learn all 11. At least first 5, 6, So, to feel more insignificant than the blades of grass in the street. Have you heard? Pran Prabhu? This one? Yes. More insignificant than the blade of grass. To be more tolerant than a tree. Not expecting any honor for yourself, but giving all honor to others. One can chant the holy name constantly. So this is Siddha Pranali, this one. Always be humble, like this. Even humbler than a blade of grass. Blade of grass has abhiman, understanding. I'm the blade of grass. So if somebody steps on the blade of grass, then gradually stands up again. I'm a blade of grass. But if, especially a high devotee or guru, gives punishment, say, you're nonsense, don't stand up and say, I'm not nonsense. Don't protect your so-called dignity. Your dignity has been destroyed because it's false. So your real dignity is small and insignificant, servant of Krishna. Dasa, dasa, no dasa, servant of the servant of the servant, like this. So thus we can chant, thus we can achieve perfection. So many things. So finally Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, final words, to just go to that. He's giving final blessings. He's glorifying Srila Haridas Thakur. Oh Haridas, you're my great assistant in executing this mission, to give jivas great opportunity for attaining the supreme goal of life, means spontaneous devotion and great sacred treasure of prema, divine love. So, oh Haridas, you've been with me and you will be with me always. So when Srila Haridas Thakur left his body in Jagannath Puri, and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, with his own hands, he dug the hole for Samadhi. Later, that was later. I don't think so. I haven't heard. And then he was dancing with Srila Haridas Thakur's transcendental body all over the beach, and he washed transcendental body of Haridas Thakur in the waters of the ocean, Bay of Bengal. And he said, this Samudra, this ocean, since now on, will become a holy shrine, holy tirtha, because transcendental body of Srila Haridas Thakur was washed by it. And then he gave blessings to all devotees. Those devotees who were participating in this ceremony of farewell with Srila Haridas Thakur, those who were participating in the feast, the collecting prasadam of Jagannath for that, and they will all achieve prema. So finally, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, finishing his book, Harinama-cintamani, or the great wish-fulfilling gem of the holy name, with the following words: Harinama-cintamani akila amrita khani, Krishna kripa boleya paila, Kritartha se mahashaya, Sada purnanandamaya, Raga bhave Shri Krishna bhajiva. Harinama-cintamani is an all-encompassing mine of nectar. One obtains it by the power of Krishna's mercy. Such a person is most successful and a great soul. He constantly experiences complete bliss, for it leads to the worship of Sri Krishna in Raga Bhava, a mood of divine spontaneous attachment. Tanhara charanadhari sadaka koti kari, Kandeye akinchana chara, Amrita rasa lesha, Piyaiya vashesha, Karasara ananda vistara. Grasping such a person's feet and weeping, this insignificant fellow who possesses nothing constantly begs, after having drunk a little, whatever remains, please take the essence of this nectarian rasa and distribute that bliss. Shri Harinama-cintamani ki jai, Satchidananda Thakur Bhaktivinoda ki jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bo, Shri Hari Krishna Mahamantra ki jai. We're very grateful to this wonderful ashram, Crawley up ashram, to our dear hosts, Pram Prabhu, Lavanya Mai Didi. It was really, really wonderful seminar, and those devotees who were not able to take part in all the classes, so they will be put as a playlist, 5 of them, and also there's a common playlist of English classes and this UK tour also. So now we'll do Arati, evening Arati, 10 minutes, then give you Prasad, and there will be 2 more classes in Watford, tomorrow at 5:30, and day after tomorrow, Sunday, 1:30, early class, because then we'll be playing. So Dandavat Pranam to everyone, Hare Krishna. We're very happy also to see our guests today from Hastings, and our neighbor Radha Mohan Prabhu was coming in. Many, many thanks to Madhurika Didi. She's the driving force of the store. She already left for Wales, so if not for her, the store would have not been like it was. What's your name? I always forget. Purushottam. Purushottam, the great devotee sevak. Nice. All right, we'll pray. Everybody prays. Actually, all senior devotees pray for him, so that he can achieve perfection as soon as possible. So thanks a lot. And now we'll do Arati, and then informal part is looking for us, waiting for us at the table. So Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Thanks very much.